Hey Jimmy.
Hi Sean.
Okay, so this is gonna be my first video. It might be on YouTube, it might be in Instagram, who knows. So I have here my guest, Jimmy, and he'll be talking to us about why did he pick like photography like in the first place. So how old are you?
I am 60.
60 years old. 60. Why did you pick like photography in this age? Like
I have been passionate about photography most of my life, I think so, but I haven't taken it seriously. I am starting my 60s and a realization, a theory. I think a new life starts at 60. And I want to have a creative life for my next years.
Yeah.
Because I have seen many people who start their 60s and they retire, they don't find anything creative, emotional and pain to do with their lives. That's why I decided to start this journey. Yes.
But you've been photographing for like a couple of years now, before you were 60. What was your very first camera before you had like a DSLR? Like what did you have?
I started taking photography when I was at university, and at that moment I remember I had a Canon A1. It was a film camera. I learned how to take the picture, how to process the film, how to copy in the darkroom. It was an amazing experience. But when I finished my university, I forgot it. I retake the photography many years ago when my wife was pregnant. I took some pictures of her, and those pictures were amazing. I used one light and one lateral light, and it was an amazing experience. So I decided to get involved again with photography, but at this moment, digital photography was appearing in the world. And I remember I bought an Olympus point-and-shoot camera. Yes. That was my first camera before my current DSLR. Yes.
So do you still have the photo?
Yes, I have some of these photos.
Oh, you have it like developed the black room.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, what gear do you use now? Like from upgrading from your Olympus and everything?
At this moment, my gear is Nikon. I have a Nikon D750. I think it's the entry level to the water for.
I think it's like in the medium.
It's in the medium
medium
range. I feel confident with this camera, and I have been adding some gear lens. I have an 85 for portrait. It's amazing. I have a 24 to 120. It's very useful. Have different focal lengths. I have a wide angle, and I have a tele. It's 7 to 200. So sorry, to 200. Yeah, it's.
So what's your favorite lens, like from all the lenses that you say?
I have two favorite lenses. The 85, it's amazing for portrait, and for product photography is also amazing. And the 24 to 120 is another good option because you have different possibilities. Depends on what you have in front of your camera.
So what do you typically take like portraits? Like do you take men and women or just women?
It depends.
It depends.
It depends, yes. I am trying to develop a technique for do the photo session like talking, like you are talking, because most of people feel stressed in front of a camera. And if you start to talk with the person, ask me about your dream, ask me about your favorite food, you can get some natural expressions of the people.
So I feel like that's very important, like especially if your client is your first time, like it's the first time you're meeting them. So I think it's very important to have like a communication where you both can agree and like maybe disagree on some stuff, so you can have like a better experience, like both of you. Yeah. So you said your favorite thing to shoot is portraits.
Portraits, people.
Okay.
Yes, people.
So
the second one is places. I like to go when I travel to a new city, I like to take a camera or an iPhone or something like that.
An
I like to take pictures of the places. Yes, it's amazing.
What's the most favorite place that you've been to like your whole life? Like, what's the most memorable place that you've taken your camera and?
I remember I was living in the USA in 2016, and it was the first time that I was in fall. For me, it was amazing fall because I had never seen before in my life the color of the trees. It was, for me, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Especially here in Canada, when it's like October, like September to October, you see it with your own eyes that the trees change, like the colors change.
Yes,
and
it's magic for a person who hasn't been or lived that. It's amazing.
Yeah. So in Colombia, so Jimmy is from Colombia and he's an international at the school of Fanshawe. And how many months have you been here in Canada?
3 months.
Oh, 3 months. Okay. So Jimmy's been here for 3 months, and how long are you staying here?
I don't know.
hopefully until we finish, until we graduate.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's the idea.
Yeah. So even though winter is coming soon, like just be ready and don't buy a ticket to Colombia.
No,
okay.
not yet.
Okay. So tell me about the three best photos that you've taken your entire life. So I'll be showing you guys here in the edited version, like the photos that Jimmy picked to showcase to you guys. So let's talk about like this one first.
This photo is one of my favorites because it was the first time that I lived the fall, and I found this amazing place with the blue sky and the red in each one of the trees, and it was amazing for me.
Did you take this with your camera or with your phone?
With my phone.
Oh,
with my phone. It was with my phone. I was waiting for the bus in order to go to the college because I was studying English.
So you were walking and suddenly you notice, beautiful.
Yeah, see, I have that habit.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Me too sometimes. And sometimes you don't need a camera, you just need your phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
To have a passion.
Yeah, because I feel like if you bring your camera all the time, it's gonna be way too heavy. Like bring your tripod, bring your backpack.
Sometimes
it's stressful, but that's why we have phones.
Yes.
Yeah. So the next photo is a product shot that Jimmy took like a couple years ago.
Yes.
And I think Jimmy has like a talent for like product photography, because if you look at this one, it looks like it's from an ad. It looks like from an advertisement. And how did you make this?
Okay, it was a personal assignment. If you want, yes, I wanted to experiment with the splash and something like that.
Yeah.
And I did a simple setup. I use a circular white recipient. I use a piece of glass, a circular glass, and I add water. I put the colony. I used a soft box with a speed light inside. Yeah, it was with the flash.
So it's just a small setup, right?
Yeah, it's a small setup. I used the remote control with the hand. I use manual focus, and with the other hand, I moved the light. Yes. It was taken in 2020. It was during my COVID quarantine because I needed to do something creative in my life.
Yeah, because when COVID like struck everyone back in 2020. You can't go out, you can't do anything.
You can do, yes.
So
yes. I try to do something useful in my time.
in your isolation days.
Yes.
So guys, if you haven't done product photography yet, you can do this by yourself just by having like water, like a product, and just having a good light. So that's the key thing about like product photography is lighting.
And
Patience, yeah, and take like 1,000 shots and pick just one.
Yes.
Okay, so this next photo that Jimmy is gonna talk about, this is a black and white portrait about.
Okay, the story of this photo is this. This girl, she was my photographer teacher.
Oh.
I was taking lessons with her. She was my professor, but she was also model. And it was nice, and it's interesting because I used one light, no more, and the speed light, yes, and I like the intimate of the situation. I think it's very, very interesting. Yes.
So where did you take this photo?
I had a place in my apartment where I have all my gear. Yes, and home studio. Yes.
So this is your professor and a model as well. So hopefully in our course we can take a photo of our professors too, but I doubt it, you know. So yeah, I feel like this is a beautiful shot. And Jimmy,
Simple.
yeah, it's simple, one light, and the home studio, nothing fancy. And Jimmy here specializes in black and white portraits. So if you guys need anybody that does portraits like better than anyone else, like here's Jimmy. And what's your last name again, Jimmy?
Clavijo.
Clavijo.
Jimmy Clavijo.
Jimmy Clavijo. So yeah, Jimmy is a really good portrait photographer, and we'll be having an assignment next week, and hopefully he gets some good shots of me. So what is like the one thing that you wish you knew before you started like taking photography?
My other career is advertising.
Yeah.
I have worked in advertising for 35 years. Actually, I have a small advertising agency in Colombia, but sometimes it's stressful working in advertising, so that's why I feel I am in a transition period in my personal life.
35 years doing advertising.
It's enough. Yeah.
But if you look at it like this way, it's pretty similar.
Yeah, I are connected. Are connected because in advertising we have to communicate the benefits of a brand, of a product. In photography, it's the same. We have to communicate to make people feel something special. I think it's the connection between advertising and photography.
So among the photography gear, like your camera and your tripod and your lenses, what's like the one thing that you wish you didn't buy? Okay. When I reconnect with photography, I think most of us have the same experience. I started to buy many cameras, many objects, lights, and and I remember I bought a set of lights, big. Fortunately, were not too expensive, but they were not very, very useful. So they occupied a lot of space. Finally, I decided I give them to a friend who works in video. He was happy having them because yes, please take them. So guys, before you even start like taking like videography or photography, this is like the most common problem among us artists. Like you buy all of this gear and you don't even use it like most of the time. So let's say you buy like 10 lights, but you can use just one. Yes. So I think investing in something more that's gonna help you in the long run is much better than stocking up gear like just because it's like expensive and just it looks good.
Yes.
So be practical, guys. Don't be like us.
Be wise.
Be wise. So, whose work influenced you? Like photographer?
Okay, in this journey, in this YouTube journey, okay, I discovered two photographers. One of them is a photographer from Australia. His name is Peter Coulson. This guy takes amazing pictures of women. He's specialized in women. It's amazing. It's amazing. Black and white. Black and white. It's amazing. And the other one is a man called Joe Buising. He is a wedding photographer. It's interesting because he became photographer by accident because he needed to get some money for his family, and he learned how to take pictures, and he find out that he was a great talent. It's interesting but it's interesting because he's more focused in the emotional essential of the wedding more than in the technical and the like. No, he says that's the key. People are more interested on having their memories of that day, that is very important, than in having a sharp photo. No, I think it's inspiring. Yes.
Doing wedding photography isn't like easy. You have to have like a lot of experience. You need to go to like those ups and downs. It's not like a straight line that you do weddings and you're gonna be the best at it. I think wedding photography is one of like the hardest because you deal with clients.
Yes.
And if they don't like what you do, like they complain.
Yes.
But
it's challenging.
yeah, but it makes money, and the good thing is connection. So when you do weddings, it makes you more exposed to like more people.
Yes.
And it helps you to be better because challenging yourself like to do things is a good thing. Yeah.
You need to think fast, act fast, shoot fast, because you can repeat. Anything can be repeated.
Yeah.
There, yes.
And in the reception, eat fast. Okay. Yeah. So why did it take you like this? Why did it take you like so long to pursue this passion?
I think because I have a family, I have a son, and at this moment in my life, my son, he's 26, he's working, he's studying, he lives on his own, and I think this is the moment. I have saved enough amount of money in order to pay for this dream, and that's, I think this was the perfect moment for starting that.
Okay, so this is the last question for you guys who's wondering. I think this is the most important question that you need to tell our viewers here so they can pursue this passion as well. So what is your motto in life, and what do you want to tell like the viewers about pursuing their passion?
One of the most important aspects in life for everyone, I think every human being needs to have a passion about something, because this passion provides you the force, the motivation for working, for saving money, for learning, for waking up every day. I think not only about photography, about everything. I think it's if you have no passion about something, I think you're
lifeless.
Yes, I think.
And do you have like a motto in life? Like me, my motto in life is live, love, laugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I have discovered something about I think it's try to make it simple, try to live simple. Simple, try to live without have many possessions. Try to enjoy your life, work less, live more.
Yes.
Yes, I think is key. Is a
Yes.
key in life.
So now we're done with the Q&A portion. Now follow Jimmy and his website, and if anybody needs portraits taken, Jimmy Clavijo. What's your website again, Jimmy?
Clavijophotos.com.
Clavijophotos.com. So thank you, Jimmy, for being here on and my first interview. This is something I want to test out, and hopefully it works out. And if I do a good job on it, if you guys like it, I'll do more. I'll find more interesting people, and I guess I'll say the like, share, and subscribe thing on YouTube. But yeah, do what you do, guys, and I hope you like the video. And thank you, Jimmy.
Oh,
thank you, Jimmy. Okay, good. Good, Jimmy.